We all have to both ask the awkward questions, and we also have to look at what is genuinely going to make a difference.
Do we need to do things differently? Yes, of course.
I definitely consider myself more of an activist than a donor, though I don't like the distinction.
We're people who want to make the world a better place, and we have politics, so it's fun to be here.
Some of the biggest issues that are bubbling up are the war and the impacts of militarism on communities around the globe.
We work on fighting for a just social safety net, good jobs and access to them.
Health issues or education.
Social justice.
Worker rights issues, human rights abuses.
HIV/AIDS. Indigenous rights, reproductive rights.
Management of African resources.
Food sovereignty, water sovereignty, and locally developed economic solutions.
The mission is to stop the extraction, transportation, and burning of fossil fuels. So very easy stuff. I figure we should have it done in a couple of weeks.
What Edge Funders Alliance allows people to do is to see the locally based solutions within a context of a larger analysis.
It's important to work on community struggles and increasing people's access and increasing people's empowerment, but it's also very important to be looking at the longer-term transformation that we need.
By thinking bigger picture, we can both get to the issues that we care about individually, but we also see how our issues connect with a whole host of other issues.
If we don't look at root causes, I don't think that we can find good solutions.
Spaces like Edge Funders Alliance are critical.
What is the one big question that should be asked?
How do we dismantle capitalism? Don't tell anybody I said that.
I really think the key to everlasting change for everyone is a large system change.
The biggest question that I would ask is what is the kind of economy that we want to transition to?
What does a prosperous society really look like?
What can we do to support social movements?
You have to have grassroots communities in connection with those who are trying to move systemic change.
When you're engaged, when you're passionate, when you're involved and actually doing the work, that connection can really provide fuel and energy.
The key is to have that constant glimpse of utopia in front of your eyes, I think.
The level of engagement has to go beyond just one person giving and the other person receiving.
Engagement for me is like critical partnership.
It is about building those relationships.
Engage means spending time with people.
To be part of a larger community.
To keep asking the questions.
Being a part of that, a holistic part of that struggle.
To see how the work that your grantees are doing here connects to the work that's being done outside.
Being engaged means passion.
Translating empathy and solidarity into action.
To be able to stand up for those more marginalized.
Believing that alternatives are possible.
Pushing it a little further.
To give your life a purpose.
I think listening is the foundational piece of engagement, of dialogue.
Trying to understand what the real need is.
Always being open.
Seeing yourself as an agent of history, as an agent of change.
Engaged means to be present and to be willing to fight for it.
The work that we do is tiny. You know, it's one small drop. But if we're all doing conscious work and thinking about it and working together and collaborating, we can aggregate, and that kind of inspirational creative change shifts the dynamics so that solutions can start coming in.
We can create new systems. It might be piece by piece, trying out new things, but that's our job at this moment in history.